So today, I'm going to be talking about three players that went big during the World Cup 2026 and that you probably never heard about before these events. These players are all goalies and they all have an interesting story behind them. So let's dive into it. So the first character of this video is Ørjan Nyland. He's the goalie of the Norway national team and he's not young, he's not a superstar, but when many players retire and get out of the spotlight, he finds the spotlight. He was born in 1990, which makes him be 36 years old. For his backstory, he has played for clubs including Aston Villa, Norwich, Bournemouth, Leipzig, and Sevilla. The thing is, Nyland's contract with Sevilla expired on June 30th of 2026, so he entered the World Cup knockout stage unemployed. He has been praised a lot for his saves against Iraq, Senegal, France, Ivory Coast, Brazil, and England, accumulating 16 saves out of 23 shots. Some of his amazing saves include the crucial 40th minute penalty against Brazil, the late game-saving stop to secure a 2-1 victory over Ivory Coast, and 5 critical saves against England during the additional time. He played 100% of Norway's games and brought Norway to quarterfinals. He's one of the main players that made Norway supporters believe Norway could go further in the World Cup. But that is already an awesome journey they made, marking Norway's best ever performance in the FIFA World Cup after qualifying for the first time since 1998. The second white card of the tournament that I wanted to talk about is Orlando Gill. He's the goalie of the Paraguay national team. Orlando Gill is 6'6", so it's like 2 meters. It's literally like 1.21 Messi. Gill played for Argentinian and Paraguayan soccer leagues. In fact, about Orlando Gill, his son was born with serious health problems, so he sold his football gear to pay for his son's medical care in 2022. Before 2025, he only had a handful of appearances in the national team, but during the 2026 World Cup, he became one of the tournament's breakout goalkeepers. Orlando Gill played in all 5 of Paraguay's matches, accumulating 23 saves in total. His most remarkable saves include 6 total saves and 2 penalty kicks against Germany and a double save against France. Paraguay defeated Germany for the first time in their history, and that had to do with Orlando Gill. They were even tied with France, and he only conceded 1 goal, which was a penalty during the second half. After his outstanding performances during the World Cup, the fan who bought the gear even offered to return it back. This journey marks Paraguay's second best performance in the FIFA World Cup. Alright, so the last card of my deck, which is by the way one of the most remarkable and inspiring player of the World Cup 2026, is no other than Vozinha, or Josimar Jose Evora Diaz. He's the goalie of Cape Verde, a group of islands separated from the rest of Africa by the Atlantic Ocean. For the backstory, he was born in 1986 and made his professional football career start when he was 25. While other people started at like 16, 17, 18, he started at 25. At the start of his career, he was working as an electrician and commuting after work to play football. He played in Cape Verde, Angola, Moldova, Cyprus, Slovakia, and Portugal, where he played for Gil Vicente FC, the biggest club in the highest division in which he played ever. He never played in the highest European divisions and lived years away from the spotlight. But that's when it gets interesting, because at the age of 40, he played during Cape Verde's first ever World Cup, and I guess he was motivated. After spending years working hard and struggling to make his football career come true, that was his once-in-a-lifetime shot. The team got a pretty hard group stage to go through, featuring World Cup champions Spain and Uruguay, but the team did 3 ties. Vozinha conceded no goals against Spain, and Cape Verde finished second of the group before Uruguay. Not bad for a first World Cup. Vozinha made 7 saves against Spain, which might be the winner of the tournament, and 8 saves against Argentina, which might also be the winner of the tournament. During Cape Verde's last game, Vozinha crossed the path of a player that took a totally different path than his, but both were playing on the same field. One spent 20 years on the spotlight, and the other had a week that people would remember. Alright, so that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. That was 3 players you probably never heard about that went big during the World Cup. I mean, the World Cup is nearly over now, so probably before this video you heard the names, or maybe you know like Vozinha Because Vozinha, by the way, Vozinha is one of the most followed soccer player on Instagram. Dude, nobody knew him before the World Cup, and now he has more followers and famous players. I mean, that's it for the video. Yeah, I mean, see you.